What's going on, everybody? I'm excited, man, because we got Ring of Honor Wrestling Reviews coming back to the Instant Classic Wrestling Podcast. That only podcast that is always an instant classic. I don't know if you forgot, and I mean always an instant classic. I try to change it up a little bit. I kind of tricked myself a little bit on that. But anyway, we're talking about Ring of Honor. I don't like the dates are the hardest thing about Ring of Honor, I feel like, because it's kind of hard to be like it's on this day when number one it's on syndication, so like it's on different days. So I don't know the official day it comes out. I know it comes out on the website on like Fridays, comes out on the Fight App on like Mondays, and then on syndication it comes out throughout the weekend. So it's like kind of hard to figure out when exactly to put a date. But this is the one for 9/12. So it just was on the Fight App on this Monday, today obviously, but. I'm excited to, watch Ring of Honor again. It's been so long since I watched Ring of Honor. I don't know why I haven't watched it. I just haven't. I just haven't had a lot of time. And then since I got home, I wasn't really feeling like watching it. I had it recorded, but I was like, one day I'm gonna binge watch this. Never did. But but anyway, we started out with I don't know if we want to talk about the video packages, but I guess we will, and we'll just kind of see how it goes. It's gonna be pretty short anyway because it's only two matches. But we started out with kind of like a video package with Adam Cole and Jay Lethal, kind of just revisiting that feud a little bit, revisiting how it's kind of developed. I guess this was last week. I'm not too sure off the top of my head because obviously I didn't watch last week. So so like I'm thinking this was last week as Casey nodded his head in approval. So going with last week, um, and basically this set up this 6-man tag team match that we had tonight. Um, I definitely like the Adam Cole Jay Lethal feud. Feels like kind of two big stars going at it, especially in Ring of Honor, because Adam Cole's been world champion before, and obviously Jay Lethal was it seems like one of the most recent best. So I definitely I like that this feud is going on. I don't think it's necessarily continuing right now, because of what happened in the 6-man tag, and because Michael Elgin's facing Adam Cole at All Star Extravaganza. But any thoughts on the video package we got to start the show?
I liked it. I felt like the teams were kind of weird. Um, we'll get a little bit more into that when we get into that match. Also, it threw me off because I thought this was supposed to be the main event of the evening, and then it was like the first match, and I'm like, wait, what, bruh, what are you doing? Um, but maybe I heard that wrong. But I like that they're kind of not really going too much into this feud right now, but they're kind of keeping that idea in the back of your mind, that Adam Cole did win the title from Jay Lethal, and Jay Lethal still wants it, but there's other things going on, which is kind of cool. You kind of, I feel like when you stop watching shows like Ring of Honor, you kind of forget that in a wrestling show you can do multiple storylines, which they're doing with this, which is kind of cool. With WWE, it's like one storyline. That's it. That's the only thing they can do ever. But I like that, Adam Cole has this kind of little feud with Jay Lethal going on, and then, he has a match with Michael Elgin, and then they also had a little bit of the storyline and feud with him and Kyle O'Reilly a little bit later on, which was kind of cool. So you get multiple different storylines in one match, which was kind of cool.
All right. Let's jump into the kind of the three-way, or not three-way, 6-man tag team match. The three-way on three-way match.
2-on-2.
But we had Adam Cole, Takahashi, and Adam Paige. They don't call Adam Paige anymore. They call him something different now. Don't know what it is off the top of my head.
Hangman Page, because he wears a noose around his. I don't get it. Yeah.
All right, I'm just gonna call him Adam Page. We got Adam Cole, Takahashi, and Adam Page versus Jay Lethal, Naito, and Evil, or something like that. I knew Naito from New Japan, I'm pretty sure, but I didn't know who Evil was. I didn't know this guy at all. And I was like, huh, who's this fella? At first, I thought he was like a manager though. Like it kind of confused me because for some reason I thought he was a manager. I was like, is this man a manager or something? He looks familiar though too. Like he just does. He looks like somebody I've seen in New Japan before or seen wrestle before, just in a different gimmick now. It seems like I'm not sure if you can clear that up whenever, but I'm not sure about that or not. But whatever. I like the showmanship by Naito. It was hilarious. And then they just left Jay Lethal like that. I'm like, but why though? Why you do that? I was kind of confused because I didn't know there was any like dissension or anything. I kind of came into this kind of like a little confused just in general with the pairings. I kind of know the Bullet Club type thing, but I didn't really know with Lethal and the other two guys. I wasn't sure about them. Um, but I definitely I wanted to see how this match would go, and I thought it was cool when the other two left Lethal, Evil and Nato left Lethal. He got some other help because usually it ends up being kind of 3-on-1, but it was cool that he got help and they just kind of let it go. I think that's always kind of a cool thing when they kind of let it go, and let the numbers get back where it needs to get. But Elgin comes out to help, and that was cool because he and Cole have a feud going on, and then O'Reilly comes out, which I thought was even cooler because I didn't know anything about Elgin, but with O'Reilly, I know from before when I watched, I know he and Cole had kind of the little feud going on where Cole super kicked him and made him cost him the title or whatever, which was freaking ridiculous. But I. I definitely, I thought the match was pretty good. I didn't think it was like as good as the usual 6-man tag match, in my opinion. But I've been away from Ring of Honor for so long, so that might be kind of a reason just getting back into it. But I definitely felt like it. There was something missing. I don't know what it was. There was something off about this 6-man tag for some reason. I don't know what it was. I don't know if it's because I've been away for so long or something, but there was just something off. But I thought the kind of storyline aspects of it was pretty cool. I like that Adam Page is in the Bullet Club. It's kind of weird because it's weird seeing Adam Cole and Adam Page, in the same faction. Because they were kind of on, somewhat of opposing factions for a little bit there with freaking the Decade and the Kingdom. So I thought that was kind of interesting. But any thoughts on the 6-man tag match, Casey?
Yeah, I, for me, what was off, and there's multiple parts to this. First of all, if you're coming into Ring of Honor after a while and you haven't watched it in a while, like somebody like, oh, I don't know, DJ. It was weird because I looked at it. I watched it on syndication. I didn't watch it on the Fight app, but I have the Fight app, and I looked at it, and the thumbnail that they have is Adam Cole and the Young Bucks. So you're thinking, okay, it's going to be Adam Cole and the Young Bucks, but it's not. It's Adam Cole, Adam Page, and Takahashi, which to me just feels like a weird random teaming of, like, I get that they're all in the Bullet Club, but it just was weird to me. Like, I would rather have seen Adam Cole and the Young Bucks or Adam Cole and the Guerrillas of Destiny or something like that. But it's just Adam Page and Takahashi are just kind of weird. Like, I like both of them, but it just, and then the whole thing with Jay Lethal and Naito and Evil was confused me because they just teamed up for this match last week and they're already stabbing him in the back. Like, if there was a little bit more build up, it would have made more sense. And I guess there's something about the storyline with them in Mexico, which we don't all, I don't know. It was just confusing to me. I don't know why they just decided to have them stab him in the back this quickly. Um, but I did like that we got to see Michael Elgin come out and help him out a little bit, and then we got to see Kyle O'Reilly. I like that we got a little bit of the Kyle O'Reilly, Adam Cole wrestling together because they always put on really good matches together. They're just the chemistry that they have. Winners were obviously Lethal, Elgin, and O'Reilly. I'm wondering what they're gonna do with Naito, Evil, and Jay Lethal. If they're gonna like explain why out of nowhere so quickly they stabbed him in the back. Like I feel like there should have been more build up to it, at least for the Ring of Honor show, because I mean, yeah, there might have been storylines with them in other promotions, but if you just watch Ring of Honor, or if you just like tuned in like DJ did, it's just confusing that there was like no explanation for it. Like I was confused, and I'm like, okay, why though? But it was definitely a good match. It just weird teamings, and there was something else off about it, but I can't figure out what it was.
Yeah, I know after the match, Jay Lethal cut a promo about that, and kind of getting stabbed in the back or whatever. So I'm kind of wondering what they're gonna do. Kind of with that. I don't know if he has like more of a beef with one than the other. Um, yeah, I would think he would have more of a beef with Naito, maybe, because Naito was the one kind of playing around with him a little bit throughout the match, as you could see, and that was confusing me too, because I was like, why? I was like, I thought you were like a team or something. Like that was kind of confusing to me too. But I definitely like the kind of the after match kind of promo he had. Any thoughts on that? I know it was a little bit later than I actually have it listed, but any thoughts on that?
Yeah, your order's all messed up. Um, I liked it. I like that Nigel McGuinness set up the Jay Lethal versus Naito match. I also like how he kind of reminds Jay Lethal that of the last time he demanded a match, which was when he demanded a match with Adam Cole, and we know how that kind of ended up. So it kind of puts that in his mind. Last time you demanded a match, you lost. So kind of be careful what you wish for, sort of a thing. But I think it's going to be a good match, and maybe it'll explain more of exactly why this is happening. But,
yeah, it did confuse me. It was kind of Carmella turned on Nikki Bella esque with this, because it was like there's really no reason to turn on him. Like he doesn't have the title anymore, so it doesn't put you in the direction of the title. So that was kind of the main thing that confused me about this, was like, why, like he doesn't have the title. What's the real reason behind it? But I guess hopefully we'll get some explanation about that soon. But I think what was next is we had the kind of the Bobby Fish promo before his match, which I definitely like, but I think there's something missing with Bobby Fish. I don't know what it is. I like the intensity. I think it plays off of kind of his character really well. But I think, and maybe it's because like I said, maybe it's because I've been away for so long. I don't know. There's a little bit of a disconnect with me and Bobby Fish, because I just don't know what his character is. I just feel like he's kind of like, oh, it's Bobby Fish from Red Dragon. That's cool. And I come from the mindset that you know I don't feel like you can get over as a tag team, as a singles guy and a tag team character. But I don't know. I feel like I just think there's something missing from it. I don't know, something to make it feel like it's more comfortable to him. But I mean, I definitely like Bobby Fish being alone. I don't know what, I guess because he's a singles champion, that's why he's alone. I'm not really sure, because I don't think he and Kyle O'Reilly broke up, if I'm not mistaken, because they came with the same music. But but Blake and Murphy did the same. Anyway, I I just I'm wondering about this. I'm just wondering who is this Bobby Fish. That was kind of my big question. Like, who is this Bobby Fish? Like, I haven't been watching Ring of Honor for a while, so I'm kind of like, who, I'm intrigued by kind of who he is, because I do like Bobby Fish a lot. Any thoughts on the Bobby Fish promo, or some explanation would be great if you have it.
I like this whole. I like Bobby Fish in general. I love Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly. I mean, they still have Red Dragon, but another thing that's cool about Ring of Honor and other indie promotions just in general is you can have a tag team and they can also do singles stuff. It's kind of, again, we go back to WWE, where if you're in a tag team, that's all you do. We rarely ever see tag team guys do their own thing and then still, they either have to break up to go on a singles run, or they're just in a tag team. But we've seen there's Red Dragon is still a tag team, but we see Bobby Fish as television champion. We saw, Kyle O'Reilly get a chance at the world title.
Yeah.
Still, are which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
But I love I love Bobby Fish as the television champion. I think I like him as the TV champion, just like DJ, kind of like Jay Lethal as the television or world champion. He has that feel to it where he carries the belt the same. He has that same like I make this title better kind of a thing. He has that similar thing where and it works with him.
Yeah.
I just would like to see Kyle actually, I don't know, get a title. Give Kyle a chance.
I'll tell you one thing too. Talking about that, what I like about the TV title just in general is it feels like, and maybe it's because Ring of Honor is smaller, or maybe it's because they're an indie promotion, but it feels like the TV title feels like the 1A, like I was talking about last night with the Backlash review. It feels like that 1A title to the world title. Like it feels like Bobby Fish could go and challenge Adam Cole and beat him. There's a possibility there. Whereas I feel like in other companies, especially WWE specifically, it never really feels like the U.S. champion can go up to the world champion and beat him. And I like that in Ring of Honor, that you definitely have that feel to it. You definitely can see that. And I think actually Jay Lethal holding the both titles for so long actually helped him, help that title out a little bit too, to show that it's possible to be the TV title and be the world title technically at the same time, but still it is a possibility.
And I think also it shows that quality over quantity, because Ring of Honor, besides them being a smaller company, we're not even going to put that in. We're going to take that completely out of the equation. I think they make these titles important. Like all the titles seem important, even though there's in Ring of Honor itself, there's really only 3 titles. There's the world title, the TV title, and the tag team titles, and all of them seem really important, like they should. Like, the Intercontinental title in WWE should. Like the U.S. title in WWE should. And I think that's one thing that they do well, is they make these titles feel important. They don't overshadow them with stupid storylines and, water them down.
And they also one thing too, and I'm kind of wondering how you feel about this. Like they also make the storylines outside of the titles feel important. Like the Silas and Dalton Castle thing was a stupid storyline to a certain degree, but it was still like it still felt like it was important. It felt like it had its place, right? Like it like I feel like the casual fans, it was kind of one of those things where it was kind of dumb, but like it still had its place in Ring of Honor. It's still like there was still something behind it, like that made it feel important, not just like a comedy thing that just was thrown out there. But
what he said.
But but anyway, we got the Addiction, and I was I was watching this segment on the ladder, and I was like, the Addiction is still champions? How? Like, explain to me how. Now I don't know if they've been champions throughout the entire time. Since I've been gone from Ring of Honor, have they? Because I could have swore they lost to someone. I don't know who it was. I think I thought it was War Machine for a little bit there, but I thought they were champions for a while. I mean, I knew they had been champions for a while, but I thought they had lost it at one point to someone. But I don't. Didn't they lose to the Kingdom at some point?
I don't think so.
I thought they lost it to the Kingdom and then they won them back. I'm not sure, because I watched the pay-per-view. I don't know which one it was off the top of my head, but the Kingdom were the champions. It wasn't that far, that long ago actually, but I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. But anyway, I was thinking the Addiction is still the champions. But too, I like that they were on the ladder. I like the symbolism of the ladder. This is practically all the people, all the teams we freaking, beaten. They're all beneath us. I definitely like that. I think it's cool that they're gonna be in ladder wars as well, because Nigel McGuinness announced that too. They were gonna be in ladder wars, which is gonna be pretty cool. I definitely want to watch it. I haven't seen a ladder wars yet, not a full-fledged match. So I definitely wanna see it. But I'm wondering if they're gonna retain, because I know if they have been champions as long as it seems like they've have, and I haven't even watched it. So if they've been champions for as long as I feel like they have, then it's got to be close to coming to an end. But I don't know who would necessarily win. I can't remember who's in that match. Do you remember right off hand?
It's I think I wrote it down. The Young Bucks and Motor City Machine Guns are the
Okay.
other two.
Because I mean, I don't really know who would win. Because I would like to see the Motor City Machine Guns win, just because I don't think they've won Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions, and if they have, it's been a while. If I'm not mistaken. So, because I know, like, I wasn't watching Ring of Honor if they were in Ring of Honor before, but I do. I would like to see them win. If the Addiction is going to lose, I'd like to see them win. So any thoughts on the Addictions promo before we get into the main event?
Uh, I liked it. I like that. It's kind of it gets into the storyline. Like you would think they would think about this, but them being on the ladder kind of set up the match, and they're like, oh my god, no, no, no. But you would think, like, if you're bringing out a ladder, like, obviously they're gonna set up a match for you with the ladder, like. But I like that they're setting up a ladder war. I think it's Ladder War 6, because it feels like, again, not that we're bringing up WWE and their shortcomings so much, but big matches like this, like, it makes it feel important because they don't do it all the time. We haven't. It's been a while since we've had a ladder war, so it's kind of, and it makes it feel that much more important. It's not like a TLC match that we used to have all the time, or a triple threat match, like, or a 6-man tag, or a 6-man tag, or a 6-man tag. Did I mention 6-man tags? Because no, but I like that.
I think we need a pay-per-view called 6-Man Tag in WWE. Like, let's be honest.
They'll do it. They will do it. They have more opportunities to do pay-per-views now, so they're gonna do it.
The world title will be defended in a 6-man tag team.
How does it work? We don't know, but we're gonna do it anyway.
Alrighty, let's jump into the main event. We had Bobby Fish versus, I think it's Shibata, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know his first name. I don't know his first name. I would be lying if I tried to. First off, I probably couldn't pronounce it, but second off, I don't know it. So Shibata versus Bobby Fish. Yes.
You did miss the Kingdom, and War Machine did win it. From the Addiction had it, then the Kingdom won it, then War Machine won it, and then the Addiction won it back.
I knew War Machine. Like, I feel like I when I did come back in to watch like a pay-per-view here and there, like, it was either a title change or somebody else had the titles. And that's what it had me, because I knew I saw the Kingdom win it, because I think I saw them win it, and then I saw them have the titles in the next pay-per-view. And then War Machine, for some reason, like, I saw them with the titles. I think it was probably one of my times when I was like, I'm gonna watch Ring of Honor, and then, like, I stopped. That was probably what it was. But
I'm gonna watch Ring of Honor, yay!
But I'm gonna give you the main event for the television title, because your boy Bobby Fish is in it.
Oh, my boy. So we got the Ring of Honor World Television Championship. We got Shibata versus Bobby Fish. I was really excited for this match. Two really good strikers for the television title. Then you add the really great submission work from both of them. I thought this was definitely a pay-per-view quality match, or could have been a pay-per-view quality match. During this match actually got me thinking, and was part of the reason I wanted Amy to watch this show, but she didn't, so I hope she watches this. And I wanted to see your guys' thoughts on between the 20 count and the 10 count for countouts, because I know Ring of Honor does a 20 count, WWE does, I think a couple other promotions do 20 counts. I kind of wondering your guys' opinions on 20 count versus a 10 count, because I know some people like the 20 count a little bit more because it gives you more time. but I feel like the 10 count, makes you, get back in quicker, and it makes it feel more, urgent. Um, but anyway, any thoughts on any opinions
I
on?
don't know which one I prefer, because I like the difference. Like I like watching WWE and TNA and seeing the 10 count. But I also like the 20 count. Like I think it makes a lot of sense. Like especially from a wrestling standpoint, in my opinion, I feel like it makes a lot of sense from a just a pure wrestling standpoint. Give yourself a chance to kind of calm down a little bit. And you can still it can still be a little bit urgent. Because freaking I think New Japan's 20 count is freaking dumb stupid fast. It is real fast. I was watching New Japan not too long ago, and their count is too fast. I was like, goodness. But I mean, I think a 20 count, if it's faster, I think actually even gives it a little bit more, gives a little bit more to it. But goodness. But yeah, I don't know which one I prefer though. Like to be honest, because I like them both. I do. I like both the 10 count and the 20 count. I think they both bring different things to the table. But I think for Ring of Honor, for some reason, the 20 count just fits them. They feel like a different company. Especially because when you think
Oh,
about the mainstream type companies, I feel like Ring of Honor is pretty mainstream. It puts them in a different light than everybody else, especially with the 20 count. I just think it's different.
yeah.
So I do like that, but
Now you get me thinking about the New Japan 20 count. One, two,
they're freaking
three.
fast, man. They are rolling. I'm like, goodness, calm down.
But yeah, I liked Bobby Fish working on Shibata's knee, kind of getting him ready for the figure four. Um, Prince Nana comes out to commentary to watch the match, since his client Donovan Dijak has an upcoming television title match. So he was heavily interested. Um, I loved when Bobby Fish was kicking Shibata in the chest, and Shibata's like, come on, come on. I love when they do that, especially you see that a lot more. I feel like in New Japan with the sort of strong style, with the hard kicks and everything. It makes it feel that much more intense when they're like, nah, you could do better than that. Um, but the double submission was awesome. I thought they were going to do something with that where they both like tapped out or something, but they didn't. Bobby Fish does retain the television title. Um, uh, I know some stuff happened after the match, but I'll let you talk about the match.
Um,
Yeah,
I definitely was intrigued by this match. I like the intensity of it. I like that both men they felt so similar in this match, and I think we always talk about how like the opposite kind of styles are good for matches, but I think also similar styles are good for matches. And I definitely was impressed by this match. I enjoyed this match. I enjoyed the the double submission. I thought that was freaking great. How they kind of traded off of that because you always see trading strikes, but rarely ever do you see kind of a trade off on a submission like that. I thought that was kind of cool. And then obviously with the strikes, I like that this was, it was that like intense. It was intense. It was technical, but it was also like it was, it had that physical aspect with the strikes and everything too. It had so many components kind of sprinkled in it, which I like. I really enjoyed this match. I thought it was a good kind of TV title match. Um, I really do like Bobby Fish as the television champion. I think it's definitely a good thing for him. I kind of want to see kind of I think Dijak's got to go against him next, so that'll be interesting because that is a clash of styles. So that'll be get it stop anyway. But
I get it.
sorry, I couldn't help it. But I I do like I'm excited to see how that's gonna go because I haven't seen Dijak in a while, and I know Dijak was pretty freaking good before as a big like just a big guy like he was still really good, really athletic. I kind of want to watch his turn against on the House of Truth. I've seen like a highlight of it one time I think, but I don't remember it that clearly. So I do want to go back and watch that at some point if I can find it on YouTube or something. I'll have to definitely watch it, but. Um, What happened to the House of Truth, by the way? Because I know Jay Lethal, like, did Martini die? Because Jay Lethal is alone. Dijak left. Freaking, who is that one guy that I felt like was just a jobber? What is that guy?
Oh, J Diesel.
Yeah, he's trash. But what happened to the House of Truth, by the way? Because I love the House of Truth.
It just kind of disbanded out of nowhere. Like Bruce Martini broke his neck or something like that, and like I don't even know. Like I'm gonna have to look back and see because I don't even remember exactly what happened. But they're all like doing separate things now, and I'm like, okay, yeah, that's the truth. Okay,
I'm glad that Lethal kept the music. I don't know what his music was before he got in the House of Truth, but I'm glad he kept the music because I do like that music. I don't know if that's kind of his thing or not. But I enjoyed the match though. I did. I was excited for the match. So it definitely paid off to watch it. But that'll be it. That's your Ring of Honor review for 9, 12, 9, 11, 9, 10, 9, 9.
Bruh.
Oh, sorry, we forgot about the aftermath stuff. Yeah, yeah. The I mean,
Yeah. He forgetting about the. No, it's cool. It's cool. We don't
uh,
care about Steve Carino. Nah,
oh yeah, I forgot. Oh God, I forgot about
yeah,
that. I
nah.
did. I forgot about that. I did. I was like, oh yeah,
If you're
that
watching,
is.
he don't care about you. He doesn't care about you.
No, not watching. So no need to worry. But yeah, I am excited about that because I like Nigel McGuinness, but there is something about Steve Carino. I don't know what it is, but there is something about that man. I just can't. Super cat. That's probably what it is. But like, there is something about that man. I just can't. I love that dude, man.
You know what we
As a commentator.
You know what we need? We need Steve Carino and Mr. Wrestling. Can we do that? Is that possible? Because those
It was weird. I don't know if you caught this, but like for some reason Kevin Kelly just didn't. He looked like he was trying to act excited, but for some reason he just didn't feel excited to me. Like he looked like it was so staged.
he's like, yay! After what? It doesn't seem like it's been 1 year though for his suspension. Probably because I haven't been watching it consistently the whole time. But like, it,
Oh, okay. So you get on me about not watching it. I mean, I'm not saying you haven't watched it at all. I'm just saying you haven't watched it consistently either. I mean, I tuned in for a show here and there. I also didn't have it on syndication when I was in Wise. So that was because I tried to find it and record it.
I mean, but I know more about the storylines than you do because I've been.
Barely. That's probably because you just started watching like 2 weeks ago, like after the most recent Death Before Dishonor.
I mean, I knew that Adam Cole was in the Bullet Club. I knew that.
I knew that. I found that out through like Twitter or something. I was like, huh, that's cool.
Oh, baby.
But yeah, that. I mean, anything else you want to talk about before we? I mean, before I skip anything else?
Uh,
Because I think we hit
Kyle
everything.
O'Reilly's amazing, and give him a title, please. That isn't just the tag team titles, because like he deserves.
What if they give them both the tag team titles?
You could do that. You could do that. I think like man, he could do it. Like the left side of his body will be half of the tag team champions, and the right side of his body, because he's like the way he does submissions. He's basically two guys already. I'm just saying.
Alrighty, guys. If you want more Ring of Honor reviews, give us a like because we like to see likes and stuff. We do. We appreciate it. We do. We
Don't
do.
we're gonna do it anyway. So you know.
But yeah, that's a true statement. Because if you don't, technically you did, because you can't not like the Instant Classic Wrestling Podcast. It's just something like you just can't. Anyway, you can't do it. It's not possible. But anyway,
It's
um,
basically a dictatorship. So you whatever we say, you have to do.
true.
You don't have an option. So
Coming from your light heavyweight champion of the world, I you got to do it.
from one half of
Also,
your TNA World Tag Team. The belt's on here somewhere. It's somewhere. Yeah, I'm one half. Yeah.
be sure to hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you guys later. That's about it. We'll see you guys later for the 6-pack coming up later tonight. So see you guys at that point.